Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thanks for taking some time to check out my videos. Today I am showing you how I use the Glossier Brow Flick Brow Defining Pen. I've been using this pen for about a month. I did a review video over a month ago now. If you want to watch that, I'll add that in the description box below. That video got a really great response, and I asked in that video if anybody would like to see a little tutorial on how to actually use the brow defining pen, and I got a couple of yeses, so here we are. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the most out of this product and what has worked for me in getting the best results while using the Brow Flick. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so I know to make more videos like these, and if you would like to, feel free to subscribe. Let's get into the tutorial. Okay, I'm already sweaty and I haven't even started, but here we go. As you can see, I have done my right brow already, so I'm just gonna show you how I do my left brow. My left brow, right? Yes, left. I have problems with directions. My left brow is actually quite a bit sparser, and this beautiful diffuse light is doing me some favors right now, but in harsh light in real life, you would be able to see that there's a lot of gapping here. There's just a lot going on. Too many times with the tweezers and not enough time learning from my mistakes. So here is my finished brow on this side. I usually don't have any hair down here, so I drew it all in with the Brow Flick, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I've been trying this out for a month now, so I can 100% say, and I've been using it almost every day, I can 100% say that I love it. I haven't really even I haven't, maybe once in over a month, I have touched my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, which is something that I had been using for 4+ years. So that's saying a lot. I love that makeup is going in the direction of, you know, like enhancing features and less is more. And don't get me wrong, I love a full face. I love, you know, just packing on makeup, but there's something really nice and different and refreshing about, you know, the direction that makeup is going right now. So I'm really excited about this brow product because the big thing for me is I hated just having like really just filled in or like those chunky Instagram brows. I'm not into it anymore. I went through my face, so there's no judgment on that. And if that's your thing, do it and love it. But like I said, I am loving that now you can get a little pen like this and draw in hair strokes and look like you have full brows naturally. So I'm gonna show you how to get that. You're really only gonna need 3 things. Obviously the Brow Flick, duh. You're gonna want some kind of spoolie, whether it's disposable or whether it comes attached to a brush. This one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The number has faded off, but comes with an angle brush on the other end. But I just need the spoolie. That's all you need. And then if you would like a brow gel, Glossier makes a really great pomade, so that's an option, but I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get as close for you as I possibly can without this getting a little too weird. I always start by brushing my brows up. The whole trick with the Brow Flick is that you are literally just filling in sparse areas. So you're gonna see I'm not going in with this pen and filling in my whole brow with this product. You can if you want. I think if you really want an intense dark brow, that's definitely an option. But for me, I'm just really looking for sparseness and filling in gaps where there isn't hair, but there should be. So I always brush up, and I'm looking at the direction of where my eyebrow hair naturally grows. Like that's a huge tip for this. So you really want to focus on where is there no hair, what direction is it growing in, and where am I going to place this pen and draw in that hair stroke. So this is not a product that's like, you know, I'm just going to fill it in real quick and be done. This is going to take a little bit of concentration. It might take a little bit of practice for you, especially if your brows aren't naturally full, they're lighter in color, or you're just kind of new to makeup and this is a new product for you. It's just going to take some practice. So I encourage you to not get discouraged by that. I would just play around. It always washes off. That's the best thing about makeup. So I picked the bad brow because I really wanted to show you the effect, but now I'm realizing that this is a very awkward angle, but just work with me, forgive me for that, and here we go. So I always kind of just tilt my chin up and I'm really focusing so the bottom hairs here grow in an upward direction. So I'm just gonna do a very light hand and I'm just doing individual strokes in the direction that this hair naturally grows. So you'll see It's a little harsh right there where I just put the product, so I'm gonna go in with my spoolie and just quickly soften it up, and that helps a ton. So the best advice that I can give you is to have 2 different mirrors. Have a close-up mirror so that you can really get into the detail of filling in your brows, but then also having a further away mirror so you can step back and make sure that you're not getting too concentrated and heavy-handed in one area. I was a painter in college, and that was a tip that was given while painting, is that if you get too close to your canvas and you're too invested in one small area of your painting, once you step back, you can realize you really overdid it. And the same goes for makeup. So this is just gonna be kind of trial and error, you know, following the shape of your brow and then stepping back every so often just to make sure that you're still on track. Now, if you're like super new to filling in your brows and you're like, I don't even know where to start, where my brow shape is, all of that, a quick little rule of thumb is your brow should start kind of where the tip of your nose is. Mine's a little bit longer, I think, but my nose also skews more this way. So that's where it should start. Across the iris to the edge of the nose is where you should have your arch, and then the tail of your brow should be at the outer corner of your eye and against the nose. So if you have a straight edge like a makeup brush, that can help you just be a good guide. But that's really for people who have like no eyebrows. If you have somewhat of a shape, your life is gonna be a lot easier when it comes to filling this in. Sorry for people who have like no eyebrows. So I'm just gonna continue to draw in these strokes here. And the thing with this pen is that sometimes the liquid, you know, settles and it doesn't go into the tip as much. So I just like to kind of tip it upside down and like maybe just mess with it a little bit on my hand just to make sure that there's a decent amount of product in the tip. And then once you have that, you just want to use the lightest hand possible, because you want to keep the strokes as thin as your natural brow hairs. So if I press down very hard, that's a very thick line. If I press that hard on my face, you're gonna have a black or brown stripe on your face. So what you wanna focus on is a very light hand and just a little tiny stroke like that. Light hand with this product, that's a key tip. Keep your hand light. Make sure you can have a place to rest your hand on your face while you're doing it so you have something to steady yourself, and just practice. So I'm just gonna keep on going. So I still have my brows brushed up, and then I'm gonna show you a little trick in a second. And it's hard for me to talk you through this and do a good job at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. So you can see I've started to kind of define that shape of the arch. I'm seeing a little tiny spot right here that I'm not quite happy with. And that looks a little harsh, so I go back in with this. This is like crucial. I kind of wish they had made the brow flick with a spoolie on the end. Okay, so I'm noticing right in here I have a lot of sparseness, and I'm just gonna gently fill this in. The front part is where you really have to be careful, because if you go too heavy-handed, that's gonna be really obvious and it will look especially harsh. So next what I'm going to do is kind of brush my brow hair down. This is really going to help me notice where I have gapping. So like when my brows are brushed up, you really can't tell that I have a gap there. But once I brush it down, it starts to become very clear where I need to fill in my brows. And naturally, at least for my brows, this is the direction that the hair grows on the top. So it's important for me to brush down the brow a little bit. Shake this bad boy up. Brush that out a little bit. And now for the tail of my brow, I don't have much hair there at all, so this is really just about shaping out a defined like end to my brow without it being too harsh, and I want to get the angle right. It bothers me when it just looks a little wonky, so I'm just kind of messing with it here. When it comes to the tail of the brow, I don't get too finicky about the hair strokes being too fine. The front portion here and like the sparseness underneath here, I want that to look like hair 100%, because it's a dead giveaway if it's like too heavy-handed more towards the inner part of the brow. Towards the tail though, you're always able to go a little bit darker and more heavy-handed and it still look a little bit believable. So I'm just kind of messing with this, and I'm not being as careful with the end here. Oh, looks so much better. All right, so I think that looks good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, there you go. Usually when I'm not filming, it takes me less time than that. I'm not as precious about it, you know? And even if I'm having a super light makeup day, I might just do this even less, like the tiniest bit, because, you know, I don't want to have like almost no makeup on and then my brows are like boom. So that's a really nice thing about this product, is that you can really build it. You know, you can use this if you have absolutely no eyebrows. If you really want to put in the work and look like you have brow hair, this is perfection. Or if you already have full brows and you just want to add some definition, or if you really want to get that like spiky brow look where it's like very fluffy on the tops. I love that look. Nikki Makeup, that's her handle on Instagram. She is like known for those brows and I love it. And I saw her using the Brow Flick and I was like, oh, I've been waiting for this moment. So there are really good options for that. So I'm just going to run through with some clear brow gel. I need a little bit more on this end. Here we go. Yeah. Love it. So that's it. It's fairly simple. I mean, you can always add a little highlight underneath your brow, or if you made some mistakes, you can go in with some concealer and clean it up. But it's pretty straightforward. All you need is the Brow Flick. I would definitely recommend getting a spoolie. I think that's something that's lacking with this product. I feel like most people aren't going to be perfect at it, you know, and if there is any room for error, you need a spoolie to brush that out and just kind of diffuse any product that's been built up and is a little too heavy. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm so sold on it. I'm gonna be using this for a very long time. If you are someone who is new to learning how to fill in your brows, or you don't even know how to shape your brows or what your brow shape is, I have a very old, so just keep that in mind, I have a very old YouTube video somewhere on my channel all about how to map out where your brow should start, end, where it should arch, all of that. So you are more than welcome to check that out. And like I said, if you want to watch the initial Glossier Brow Flick review, I made a video about that. I will link that in the description box below. And I think that's it. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me know that I should be making more of these types of videos. And as always, please subscribe if you do like watching my videos. And yeah, I just really appreciate your time. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.